let's do this. I think something's wrong. All right, we got a firm 40 minutes. And then we're going to get up out of here. I'm going a little earlier than usual. Got some stuff I want to take care of. Kind of pissed off, to be honest with you. So we're in a minute already. Let's do this. About right there. All right, we'll keep track of that. You know, I wanted to talk about just some random stuff, but I'm kind of over it at this point. You know, it's the same conversations all the time. The same conversations all the time, over and over and over and over again. Don't need that to be charged. All right, let's do this. This cable is in the way. All right, let's try. All right, guys, are you with me? GP, are you with me? Oh yeah, we got GP, are you with me? Actually, I should make it blue. Let's make it blue up in here. Let's make it blue. Yeah. All right. What up? What up? What's going on? All right. What's going on with my mouse? Okay. What up, gang? Somebody say, what about Jeffrey Epstein? We can talk about it. Don't let the trolls get to you for sure. Shout out to Natty D fans. Say looking dapper. Don't let the trolls get to me for sure. For sure. We're not gonna let them get to me this evening, man. We're actually starting to stream a little early. We on the shot clock today. We got 35 minutes and I'm out, man. I got some stuff I need to prepare for and study for, and I gotta reprioritize some things. What's up? Let's ask some questions though. Somebody said haters gonna hate, ignore them. For sure. We got the real people. We got the real squad in the building. What's up with you? Did the Crusades possess legitimacy in your estimation? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. Let me look it up. I'm not a real history buff. I'm gonna be sincere with you. I'm not a real history buff. I want to become one though. I want to look into it some more. But I'm not a real history buff. You know, shout out to you guys in the building. Respect to you guys. Shout out to Andre, Natty, PVT, Tasha. What's up, Tasha? Oh God, not this guy again. What I do? What I do? I ain't even do nothing yet. You know what I mean? I ain't do nothing. You on? How many times you been over here? Oh, you just come over here. Oh, you one of the trolls. They told me to ignore you. Yeah, man, I'm gonna ignore the trolls. I really don't have time for it. I really am on to bigger and better things. I remember maybe about a month ago, I was talking to you guys about airspace. Airspace. I was trying to figure out. I'm trying to buy real estate in the air, and I've been looking into some things, and you know, a few people heard me talk, and I had maybe like a couple of women said they didn't want to talk to me anymore because I'm on a different level. Like that's not where they're at. Like my expectations for life and where I'm trying to go, they actually said that I would be holding the I no they will be holding me back because I got big dreams and aspirations, man. I'm on my purpose, and I don't have time. When I say I really don't have time, I don't have time. After that surgery, I just, again, this is like my second time around. I just don't have time for most of the stuff that people be talking about, man. And it's not even on a materialistic level. This is just, I'm just trying to see myself get somewhere to be like, oh, this is beyond possible. You know what I mean? Um, Let me see something. You know what? I don't think I like you today. Okay? I don't think I like you today. Shout out to Megan. Say it's your birthday, huh? It's tomorrow. Shout out to you. Salute, salute. Yeah. Let me do this real quickly. Any trending news? I saw something yesterday. Yeah, I'm just disappointed in a lot of men. 8 hours in New York. Daniel Duku. Who is that? 50 Cent still trolling people. All right. A lot of people a lot of women are leaving the United States and going overseas and getting a life over there in Africa. What's going on? The women know something that we don't. What's happening? What seems to be happening? Um, I saw a video of Cape Town. I think it's Cape Town, Africa. Man, that place is beautiful. I want to go to the beach. That place was, ooh, what? There's so much content out here, man. Who is that? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I saw a video yesterday, and it was like a parody video that one of these YouTube influencers made about going to heaven. And he said something in there that kind of caught my ear. And he kept on making excuses about why he didn't pray. And then in the joke, it was like, you didn't pray to me for like 15 years. And I started thinking about some things, not just with myself, but with other people. I think we lean on our own understanding a lot. We think that we can do it all. And part of the reason we lean on our own understanding is because we haven't actually seen God's face, right? And this isn't a God stream. I'm going somewhere with this. However, when do you lean on your own understanding? When do you decide to help yourself instead of issuing a prayer, right? Because it seems like a lot of times when we make a prayer, we haven't even tried to do like what we're praying about, you know. So I was just listening to him. I thought it was pretty interesting, just to kind of hear his perspective and everything. I thought it was pretty fascinating. Um, I don't know. I don't even know who you are right now. But yeah, so we got 29 minutes, and I'm gonna get going. I didn't know Anderson Paak had a son. I try to do some trending news just to see what I could catch up with, and then go into everything. But I don't see anything major. I don't see anything major. What's happening out there in today's world, man? What seems to be happening? What seems to be happening? 100 million. Sorry for the silence. I was trying to read something. Doing 3 streams a day, a lot of energy. It pulls a lot of energy. Pulls a lot of energy out. Um, Jamie Foxx, Snoop Dogg, and Kevin Hart in the car together. That's crazy. Um, the T.I. and 50 Cent beef, is it still going crazy? Did it come to a stop yet? Did it come to a stop yet? Jim Carrey looks like he got some type of crazy plastic surgery. Tawana Jackson. That dude's still doing that character? How many years has he been doing that character, Tawana Jackson? That dude been doing that character for like 20 years or so. Kim Waynes, she started her YouTube channel. She don't look like she aged a bit. She don't look like she aged a bit. She looks good. She looks great. She looks great. The $30 million machine. Cat Williams. Did you guys see the Cat Williams comedy special? I watched maybe the first 10 minutes and it just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. It just didn't make sense. What's up with the young men? They are boys 12 through 15 charged as adults in rape of a 12-year-old girl. What's wrong with these kids, man? What's wrong with the young men? I don't get it. I don't get it. Where did they get that from? Where do they get that from? All right, well. Oh, what is the latest that's happening with the Jeffrey Epstein case? Let me look into that real quick. What's the latest? Because it was like all over the news, and then it just kind of went down. Like, what happened? Is it still going? I was actually pretty fascinated by the way he was knowledgeable about a few things. I thought because they made it seem like he was just this person that got lucky and was just around rich people, but the rich people were trying to be around him. That's what it seemed like. Let me see. I think I was supposed to do it. I did a video on it. I did a live stream on it. I think I had covered it. Bill Clinton tries to distance himself from Jeffrey Epstein in videos released from his testimony last week. Okay. So Bill Clinton, they lost me when they lost me with the whole kid sacrifice and all that type of stuff. I was like, okay, they lost me with that one. I don't know. What is it with rich people, with certain rich people? What is it with them when they try sacrificing kids? What is the fascination? What the hell is going on? Did we miss something? Like, what is the fascination with children? I don't get it, man. I don't think I want to get it. I just don't understand. I do not understand. Some people's children are annoying. Is that what it is? The parents are annoyed, so they offer the kids up for a sacrifice. Is that what's happening? We thinking that these people just snatching kids. No, the parents handing them over like, listen, man, little Timmy getting on my nerves. I told him to go to bed about 5 times. Where can we send them? Send them to Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, okay. they'll take care of them for you. Man, it's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. Yeah, but I never did understand the sacrifice of animals and and people. I just sacrificing goats and sheep and stuff, like what is that supposed to do? Like, do you see something happen when you kill them? Like, is there some like black magical smoke and a genie pops out and grants you your wishes or something? Like, what happened? Has anybody ever seen what happens? Am I the only one? Like, even in the movies, when they sacrifice things, like what actually took place but the killing? Like, you know, I just never really got it. I'm trying to figure out what happened there. All right, let's go to Snopes. Let's go to Snopes and find out what happened with this Jeffrey Epstein thing, or Snoops, whatever it's called. Snoops is supposed to be the fact check website. Been using them for a couple of years now. I come here when I see something that looks fake. We're going to find out the latest news with Jeffrey Epstein. Latest news with Jeffrey Epstein. Man, nope, they're like a year behind. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Yep. They got nothing. Latest news. Let's see what they got. Why Stevie Wonder appears in Epstein files for refusing to perform for Israel. Okay. Stevie Wonder, out of all people. And I was just singing one of his songs before the stream. I just call. I want to play that to say I love you. I was thinking about that today. Let's play it real quick while Snopes loads up. I just call to say how much I care. Let me see. Stevie Wonder. Is it just what's the name? What's the actual name of the song? Call to say I love you. I would like to hear that. I just called to say I love you. Okay. Phil Seinstein. I heard a lot of these songs when I was a kid. You know. What's going on with my mouse? My mouse going dead. Yep. It is great. Need a new battery. All right, here, let's do this. Yes, indeed. We're just kicking it right now, guys. Feel free to go find somebody who can truly entertain you. I mean, sometimes I got it with me, but sometimes I just don't have it. I'm trying to find out what happened with Stevie Wonder. There's a video of Stevie Wonder playing the harmonica. Oh my goodness, he was killing that thing. Stevie was killing it, man. Stevie was just getting down with that thing, man. It was huge. Pause. I gotta find out what's the name of that harmonica, man. We're gonna get there. I gotta get my schedule together so I can start practicing. When I was in school, I was able to practice all the time. But when you grow up and get a life, you gotta make time. But when you're in school trying to become something, that's all you have is time. That's all you have is time. Doom, 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 doom. What happened to my? Why did it crash? Stevie Wonder. We got 17 minutes left. Yeah, that's about right. It's called to say I love you. Okay, so the context is Stevie Wonder appeared in the Epstein related files the Department of Justice released because a newsletter Epstein seemingly subscribed to included him in a list of anti Israel celebrities in 2014, citing Wonder's refusal to perform at a 2012 fundraiser for the Israel military. We could find no evidence the disgraced financier personally opened, on the musician, or his stance on Israel and its armed forces. That's not newsworthy. That's not. That's not newsworthy. I bet you, like, I had a conversation with somebody about. I had a conversation with a few people about Jeffrey Epstein, and one thing I had noticed was there are going to be a lot of people that were associated with him because they were trying to get money from him. He was the guy with the money. He was the person to know. Now, what happened was his his kink or his fetish or whatever he was into, that's what spiraled out of control. So a lot of people who were trying to be financed by him, because he was acting as a venture capitalist too, because he was investing into a lot of universities, a lot of colleges, a lot of fundraisers. It's safe to say that his money was considered dirty money. But the people who were trying to get the money didn't care about it because they were performers, they were artists, even some athletes. So a lot of people are looking at whatever Jeffrey Epstein did was, was like despicable. It was disgraceful. However, they were busy trying to get his money though. So, like, do we blame them for going for the money because they didn't know what he had going on? Or do you tell people in today's time to do more research, do background checks, and really, before you even associate with anybody, you should know if they have some type of criminal history. Now, his criminal his criminal background was at the forefront in a certain time frame where people did know, and they were still messing with him because he was charged and convicted with I think being a pedophile at a certain level. I forgot what the level was. You know, oh, that's crazy. Um, it's tough. It's tough for a lot of people. I think even for Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, I'm not giving anybody a pass. What I'm seeing is people were they were being used. They had the carrot dangled, and he had a lot of information on a lot of people, a lot of footage, a lot of pictures. I'm pretty sure he had young girls hanging around the guys, and he told them, "Hey, meet so and so. This is so and so daughter, and or this girl wants to go to this university." I bet you a lot of that was happening. I've seen it at fundraisers. I've seen it at charity events. Older men would introduce younger looking women to other older men, and they'll say, "Hey, this is so and so's daughter," or "This is she's interning at, such and such," and they'll come over, and that's the hookup, like that's the bait. They pull them in, So I think this whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, it's not a surprise to me. If he was the type of person that had, I don't know, an abundance of money, and then the word got around that he is um he's charitable with his money, and all we have to do is like get a meeting with him, and he'll, if it's something that he's interested, he'll give you the money. I think that's what was happening. I think that's what was happening, even with the politicians. I think that's what was happening. I think Bill Clinton and whoever else, Donald Trump, I think they knew that he had something going on, but I don't know if they knew to what extent. Even with Bill Gates, I think Bill Gates, he was another one. Bill Gates' situation is pretty interesting. The fact that Bill Gates caught some sort of STD, they never did clarify which STD, and then he tried to convince his wife that she need to take a shot because he got the STD from somebody else, but he didn't tell her that he got the STD. That's diabolical. That is diabolical. You know, that's crazy. Imagine you married and you go home and you try to tell your wife that she has to take a shot, and it has nothing to do with what you're talking about, but everything to do with a Russian girl gave you a STD. That's crazy. That's crazy. See, this is why I be telling men, you got to be careful talking to these women, man. We just make it all about them so much. When you see the girl, that they kind of hinted that she was the girl that gave him the STD. When you see her, she looks all cute and innocent. It's a picture from back in the day. Bill was a little bit younger. Bill Gates was a little bit younger. The girl had to be early 20s. And you have to think that at that point, whatever STD that she gave him, he probably didn't think that she had anything. And when you're looking at somebody, it doesn't look like they have anything at all because you're just looking at them at the face value. So this is why I be telling men, like, be careful, pump your brakes, slow down. Don't try to have sex with every woman that you see because some of them are really sick. Let's talk about that. Some women, and we'll get to the men later, but some women are really sick. And I'm talking about not just like sick in the head. I'm talking about their body is sick. I've met a lot of women. I can assure you, if I did not ask the question because a lot of people think it's too personal. If I didn't ask the question, have you ever been tested? Have you ever caught a disease? None of those women would have ever told me the truth. And I'm pretty sure some of them still lied to me. And when my intuition kicks in and I think I hear a lie, I kind of put them in the friend zone. I'd be like, nah, I don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to move forward with this one, you know. And if she lie about something simple aside from an STD, like if she just lie about, I don't know, where she was, which is like unnecessary, I'm not going for it. So I thought it was very, very interesting that Bill Gates caught a STD, acknowledged it, tried to trick his wife so she can get a shot, instead of just being a man about it, saying, I stepped out on you, I cheated, had an affair, I felt something going on for a couple of days, come to find out I got an STD. I think it'd be wise if you go get a shot too, instead of trying to administer her the shot. And she's like, what are you doing? What is this? And he's sitting up there lying to her. Now, if he would have told her the truth, this is what would have happened. She would have said, screw you. I'm taking the kids. I want a divorce, all that. It turned out to be that way anyway. I don't even know why she stuck around. How long did she stay with him after he had exposed that? Let me see something. How long did she stay? How long did Melinda Gates stay with Bill after the STD? Let's see. Um, it doesn't say. When did they get divorced? Here, let me try this. How long did Melinda Gates stay with Bill Gates after the STD?
Melinda and Bill Gates announced their divorce in May 2021 after 27 years together. Although there were allegations about Bill Gates' behavior around 2019, Melinda had been planning for it since October of that year,
Okay.
and the divorce was finalized in August 2021.
Okay, so 2019 is when that rumor started, when the whole health issue. And then she divorced him in 2021. So she probably after that, she probably checked out and they probably were already separated. It's just that the paperwork didn't go through. So she did the right thing. I was thinking that she stuck around for a while and stayed for like 15 years. That's where women make the mistake. You know, a guy will tell you that he did something and you stick around for like 20 something years. You know, it's like, no, once you get the bad news and somebody stepped outside of their marriage, outside of their vows, it's time to go. You got to get up out of there. So she did right. She did right. I mean, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And you know what the crazy part is? It's happening right now. Somebody is married and their wife just contracted a disease or a husband contracted a disease and they not telling the other person. They actually did it in the movie with Tyler Perry. I think it was like the first movie, like Why Did I Get Married? The lady, one of the wives was cheating on the husband. He ended up catching a disease. He didn't tell her. She knew he caught a disease. She was waiting on him to bring it up to her because she knew she gave it to him. And and then when he found out that she gave it to him, he tried to kill her. That's happening right now. These are real scenarios that are happening right now. I think when people get a STD or a STI, the acronym is sexually transmitted infection and sexually transmitted disease. There's a lot of shame in it. Why is there shame in these STDs and STIs? It's because people know that they can wear protection and people also know that they don't have to have sex. That's why it's a lot of shame in it. This is why people also use oral sex as a shaming tactic. That's why you S this. That's why you suck that. Just because there is shame into it and it is frowned upon. People still do it, but also people use it as a weapon. What's wrong with you telling somebody that you have a sexually transmitted disease? Why do you think that's wrong? Is it because you think somebody's not going to talk to you anymore? You're going to be unwanted, right? Okay, clearly. Who wants to be with somebody who's sick? Nobody does. So why do we continue to do it? Why do men and women hide their test results? It's because it's shameful. It represents that you're dirty. It represents that you're ill. It represents that you have a disease, that you're contagious. And it's a real serious thing. We talk about these relationships and stuff, but when somebody doesn't tell you that they're infected with something, I mean, they're trying to kill you, even if you don't know them. They're trying to kill you. So take your time when you guys are out here, man. This is something serious, man. Uh-oh, Plies got pulled into the 50 cent beef. Not good. Not good. You know? So yeah, be careful, man, when you're out here. Inform yourself, go get yourself tested, you know. Don't be in a rush to have sex. You're not missing out on anything. I mean, unless you're looking forward to going to doctor's appointments, checking on a baby almost every 3 months, you have to have medical insurance. You have to have dental. You have to have a roof over your head. Like all these have tos. I don't see what the big rush is. You guys are out here having unprotected sex and just passing it on. It's just too much, man. A lot of sick people out here. What was that girl name that she had HIV and she was like a girl that was around Chris Brown a lot and she was in bad shape. Oh my gosh. She lost all mobility in her legs. She was taking like 35 pills. It's not worth it, man. I wish more people would tell you guys that as much as you think sex is this oh so good feeling, catching the disease in itself or a disease, it's not worth it. What you doing? About 15, 10, maybe I'm gonna say 15 to 25 minutes worth of pleasure to keep a disease for the rest of your life? Come on, man. Do the math. The math ain't mathing, man. And now I know they got this thing called PrEP. I haven't looked into it. I heard it was like 99.8% effective. And this one dude, I think it was like Mr. Organic or something. And he says that he takes PrEP and he goes up in the girl's raw. I think he was joking, but I don't care what type of pill they come out with. I ain't going. I am not going. I'm cool. Nah, I ain't going. I might get the batch of pills that don't work. No, sir. I'm cool. You know. Um. Okay. Well, it looks like 50 Cent is coming out on top on this feud thing. He may not be rapping, but I guess he's good with his memes. Anyway, I'll look into that later. We are down at 1 minute. We just did like a little quick podcast with you guys. I got to get to some things. Probably be a little bit more structured tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow evening. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it all out. I'm gonna try to use Chat GPT for my calendar. I'm gonna try to see if it could structure my calendar a certain type of way. I'm kind of curious to see what it can do. I'm gonna let it know what I have going on and what I'm trying to do, and see what Chat GPT do for me. I'm working on my children's book animation. For years, I was trying to pitch it to some production company, but now I'm just going to do it myself and use the AI software. We do have the book Solution is out. The Solution is out. Go check it out. The audio version is available, chapter 1 through 4. I think chapter 4 came out today. I have all the series in my playlist. So if you go to my YouTube page and click on my playlist, you're going to find more interesting videos that are in the non-members. If you look at if you become a member, those are all let's just say those are all the episodes that you guys missed, basically. It's $1.99. Join it if you want to. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. Purchase the books if you want to. Do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know. I'm just informing you about what I got going on. If you don't buy anything, guess what? You just don't buy anything. Whoop-de-doo. Not much I can do about it. Right? I used to be a hardcore salesperson, and then after a while I say, you know what? If you want to spend your money, you will. It's not a big deal. Maybe I'll get a little bit more enthusiastic about it and hit y'all on top of your head top one day, but tonight, not so much. Anyway, I'm your main man, Darshawn McAway. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for being there. Tomorrow morning, we're going to catch up with the Tuesday morning tap-in show. We'll catch you guys about between 7 a.m., 7:30, somewhere up in there. And then we'll do like 30 minutes. We're going to get these a little bit more structured on the dot. Until next time, I see you guys later. Peace. Be easy. Stop having sex with all those girls too. And ladies, wear protection.